Namaste, friends. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. It's a 45-minute practice that explores balancing postures and strong standing postures. It is an all-level class. If it feels challenging to you, feel free to bring in a chair to help with your balance. And just know this is something that you could do twice a week, and it would definitely help build up your strength, your agility, and your ability to balance on one leg. Our theme is how connected am I to my center? And hopefully you'll see that by exploring balancing postures, we actually do become more connected to our centers. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Mwah. Good morning, friends. Before we get started, we're going to be doing a lot of balancing today. So if you know that you tend to need a little help or support when you're balancing, I highly recommend that you go grab a chair or have a wall close by so that you can hold on to the wall. I find that if we use those little tools to help us stabilize, it can really help us start to create the strength that we need in our legs and in our minds to make the balance go a little bit better. So I hope everybody has had a good week, and we will begin now. Coming to your favorite seated position, bring your hands to your heart. And our theme today is balance. So immediately as you go in, feel your body interacting with the earth. Can you start to notice some imbalances between the left and the right side? Noticing without judgment, that's just the natural tendency of our bodies is to be a little imbalanced from left to right. And as you feel those imbalances, can you start to root down towards earth in such a way that you feel like you start to even out those places? Feel both sits bones lengthen down towards the floor. Can you feel equally weighted through left and right glutes? And then climbing up, resting awareness on shoulders. Can the shoulders drop down away from ears evenly? Lengthening up through the neck, letting the neck feel evenly lifted through the left side, the right side, the front, and the back. And then listening to your breath. Can the breath have a sense of being balanced? Equal count inhale, equal count exhale. And one of the tenets of yoga is svadhyaya, which means self-study. And we're going to ask ourselves a question at the beginning of our time together and at the end of our time together to see if, in fact, these practices can create shift. The question that we turn inward and ask ourselves is, right now, how connected am I to my center? Notice what arises. Listen wholeheartedly. And let's lift our voices in an Om to begin our time together. Taking a deep breath in to prepare. Bow your head to your heart. And release your hands down. Blink your eyes open. Good morning. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, float them down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float to the right. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Walk your right hand over to the side. Plant the palm firmly into the earth. Left arm reaches up and over. On the inhale, spin your chest up to the sky. Exhale, soften the chest down towards the right. Inhale, spin your chest to sky. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back up, spinning chest up. How much length can you get through the left fingertips? It's fine for the hand to reach up to the sky for a little extra space through the left shoulder. And on your next inhale, up you come. Ground through both hands, fingertips lengthening into the earth. Reach up through the crown of your head and notice what you feel. And then we take it the other way. Left hand roots into the earth. Right arm up and overhead. Inhale, rotate your heart up to sky. Exhale, rotate the heart down towards earth. Inhale, rotate up. Exhale, down. Inhale, feel as though the waves of your breath is what actually rotates your torso forward and back. And then the next time you reach up, you pause here, lengthening through the right fingertips, dropping right hip to earth, big side body opening. And then up you come. Press into the fingertips again, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Breathe up and down your spine. Drop the shoulders down. And from here, let's come up to a standing position. So go ahead and decide how you want to have your forward fold. I'm going to be forward folding towards you today, or at least for this beginning segment. And of course, we can always bring blocks into play. We also could bring in a chair or a bench, anything that you have just to give you some extra lift. Okay, so let's bring hands to heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Then exhale, forward fold, bringing your hands to the blocks or to the floor if you easily reach the floor. So at first we're here honoring what's going on in the backs of our bodies. Root into both of your feet. Inhale, stretch your legs as straight as you can get them. Then exhale, bend your knees, round in, nose towards knees. Actually, I'm going to turn to the side for this. Then you inhale, stretch straight. Exhale, bend, round in. Inhale, stretch your legs straight. Exhale, bend. And straight. And bend. Preparing to come up, make your legs close to straight. Sometimes a soft bend to the knees makes coming up a lot easier. And then on the inhale, you sweep your arms up and to your heart. Okay, I'll be turning to face you again. Please lift your right knee up, getting right into our balance. Circle through your right ankle for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, point and flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg comes down. Okay, then the left knee comes up, so I am not mirroring you right now. I'll let you know when I am and when I'm not, if I can remember. Circle through the left ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point and flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex to hold. The leg comes down. Okay, take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Let's get into those shoulders. Arms come out to the side, palms up. Bring your fingertips to your elbows. Soften the knees. Then you start to draw huge circles with the shoulders, getting into the rotator cuff. And you'll feel also some really nice movement from the thoracic spine. And you can just kind of go wherever you want with these. Let the whole body get into it. Be sure that the head is relaxed. And then change the directions of your circles. Getting the tension out of our shoulders and the base of our neck. And then coming back through center. Release the arms out and down to the side. Bring the feet back to hips distance apart. Another shoulder stretch, half archer pose. So I will now mirror you. Your right arm comes up. Pat yourself on the back. Left hand comes around and caps the right elbow, lengthening up through the crown of your head. Okay, so you have the option to just hold this, or if you want to work on your balance, we're going to play with a little balance here. Rooting down into the right knee. On an inhale, lift the left knee up. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale up. So we know that balance goes best if you pick a place to rest your gaze. That's called your drishti. What I love about these balancing postures is it truly is a time to become embodied. For me, it's really hard for my mind to go into its habitual ways of thinking and planning and to hold balance postures at the same time. So it's really a little trick to take a vacation from our thinking minds. One more. Okay, I didn't count, but oh well. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg down. Reach both arms up and out to the side. And now we take it the other way. Left arm comes up. Pat yourself on the back. Right hand comes around, capping left elbow, lengthening up. So you're rooting now into the left leg. Right knee lifts. And you just find your natural rhythm here of lifting the knee, bringing it down. Lifting, bringing down. And so I didn't say this on the other side, but if it's just you bringing your big toe to the floor and then your heel to the floor, that's a fantastic way to play with your balance. So don't feel like you have to go for the entire lift. What I love about this one is not only are you balancing and opening up your shoulders, but you're also getting a nice little core engagement so we can protect our lower back. Last one, lift up and hold. Lengthen up through crown of the head. Smile. And then the right leg comes down. Reach both arms up and out to the side. Okay, so some half sun salutations. I'm going to turn to the side for this. And this is just to rinse all of that out and get some nice movement through the spine. Your hands come to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to bricks or floor. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Sweep your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, now adding lifting on the heels. Actually, you're lifting on your toes. Your heels are coming off the earth. So as you inhale, you reach up, you lift the heels off the earth. Hold for 4, 3, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. 2, engage your glutes. 1, heels come down, soft forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands to heart. So as you reach up, can you come up onto your tiptoes again? Reaching up, engage your glutes, press into the toe mounds for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels come down, hands to heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach up, tiptoes. Hugging everything into the midline for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, heels come down, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands to heart, up you come. Heels lift. 5. This is great for strengthening your ankles and calves. 4. Key players in balance. 3, 2, 1. Heels down, hand down, and then all the way down by your side. All right, let's come to table, all fours. So your blocks can go to the side. Okay, let's move into our cat-cow rolls at first. Feel free to bring a blanket under your knees if needed. Inhale, look up, tailbone reaches up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up, tailbone reaches up. Exhale, round. Again. Come to a neutral spine. Okay, so I am not mirroring you now. Stretch your right leg straight back behind you. Toes stay on the earth. Press into the right heel to get a really nice stretch through the back of the right leg. Hold that and then lengthen the left arm forward. Ideally, your ear and your bicep are right in line with one another. So you can keep the right toes on the floor or lift the right leg up. Okay, so this is balance, obviously, but then we can add a little something to it if you want to give yourself some added challenge. Flip your left hand to the or towards the floor. Then on an inhale, the left arm moves out to the left, the right leg moves out to the right. So you get a little diagonal action. And exhale back to center. Going for 5 of those. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, please know that you can alternate just doing the leg or the arm if both limbs lifted is too intense. 3. Inhale. 4. Last one. 5. Now can you hold this? I can't talk today. Spin your left palm to the midline. Kick into your heels for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, knee down. Cat-cow rolls to rinse it out. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Exhale. Coming through center. Now it'll be the left leg lengthening back behind you. Press the left heel back. Move these. And get that nice stretch through the back of the left leg. And then the right fingertips extend forward, hugging right bicep in towards right ear. Option for left leg to lift. Right palm turns towards the earth. On an inhale, reaching out to that diagonal. Exhale, coming back into center. 1. Inhale. 2. Again. 3. You'll notice that a lot of these balancing postures work your core. 4. Because your core literally is the center of your body. And 5. Flip the right palm to the midline. Stretch right fingertips away from left heel, holding for 5. 4. Soften your jaw. 3. Relax your neck as much as possible. 2. And 1. Hand down, knee down. If downward facing dog is in your practice, stretch into a downward facing dog. Otherwise, take child's pose. If you're in downward facing dog, alternate bending the knees. If you are in child's pose, allow your shoulders and neck to release and relax as much as possible. Okay, then we all come to a kneeling position, and you'll swing your legs around to the front of your mat. So boat pose is a balancing pose. Bring your hands behind your thighs and start to lean back in space. And so you're going to feel that you're going to start to balance on the sits bones. And then you can play with lifting just the right foot. Bring it down. Just the left foot. Bring it down. You can keep alternating, or you can lift both knees. Maybe even stretch the legs straight. Maybe add your oars, holding this balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to thighs, feet to floor. Let's come up to stand. Tree pose. So I will be mirroring you now, standing on your right leg, hands to hips. Bring your left foot into place for your tree pose. Actually, this would be mirroring you. So you're standing on your right leg. Okay, so you could bring your left heel to your right ankle, maybe to the calf, maybe all the way up to the inner thigh. We are going to play a bit here, so find your place. And if you need a wall or a chair, go for it. Hands to heart. Reach the arms up. Let the gaze become extremely soft. Your drishti, where are you resting your sight? And then for a little extra challenge, you can sway from side to side. Notice how the mind becomes still. One of the goals of yoga is single-pointed focus. And these embodied balancing adventures help us create just that, single-pointed focus. Learning to balance the mind as we balance the body. Hands come down and release. March it out. I always like to do a little march in between, get things circulating again. And now we'll be standing on the left leg. Find your place. So we just slowly start to let that right foot climb up the inner line of the left leg. Gaze is soft, shoulders relaxed, breath is full, and then if you wish, you'll start to sway from side to side. Notice where you tend to tense up when you're balancing. Give those places permission to release and relax. And then we come back through center. Hands to heart. Release your leg down. March it out. Okay, so next we're going to move into a fun little balance where we move slowly into our postures. I'm going to recommend for the first time that we come through this, I will be mirroring you, that you come to the right side of your mat and you want to have about a foot and a half between your right foot and the edge of your mat. Okay? And then we're going to take the really slow way. I'm going to give you a quick demo. Your left knee is going to lift. You're going to reach it way out to the side, and then you're going to land with wide legs. So it's going to be 5 counts. So you're going to be floating through space, and you're going to feel your glute med kicking in. Really good for creating some great stability for the spine. Okay, so rooting into your right leg. Please lift your left knee up. Together we begin to float into that wide-legged position. 5, 4, 3, balancing, 2, 1. Wide legs. And then maybe you can get them even wider. Your left toes turn into the midline as your right leg rotates out a full 90 degrees. Arms come up, bend into your right knee. Warrior 2. Okay, so here we are in a posture where both feet are firmly planted on the floor. Can you compare the right leg and the left leg and notice, is one holding more weight than the other? And if so, can you make some small adjustments so you feel very balanced and grounded through both the right side and the left side? For me, if I kick into my left heel, if I squeeze the quads in both legs, and if I lengthen my tailbone down to earth, that helps create a sense of balance in my Warrior 2. Breathing in and out. Maybe you can lunge a little more deeply into the front knee, but just watch that when you do that, all of a sudden the weight in the right leg will get heavier, so you need to anchor into the left leg more. And then you'll stretch your right leg straight, reach your arms up. Triangle pose, arms come parallel to the earth, hip reaches way out to the left as your right hand comes to the right shin bone. You could, of course, use a block by bringing it behind your right leg. And then for a bonus stretch, reach the left arm overhead. Kick into your left heel as you reach out through the left fingertips. And then notice, can you feel equal pressure and weight through the 4 limbs? So just focus on that for a moment. The 4 limbs extending out from your body. How can you feel as though they are radiating out and away? That they feel very balanced and equal, very alive. Back to Warrior 2. Bring your hands to your hips, stretch your right leg straight. Turn your feet parallel. So we're going to exit this stance more or less the way that we entered. Your left foot will step in about 2 feet, so you don't have quite as wide of a stance. Bend into your right knee. Begin lifting the left leg out to the side. 1, 2, 3. You could add your arms if you want, like a floating star. 4, 5. Hug your left knee into chest. Legs come down. Hands to heart. Pause and feel. So I could hear the collective groans. I remember when we would do this at the studio, everybody would be like, oh my God. So I heard you, I feel you. But aren't you glad we're continuing to get stronger and more balanced together? Okay, hands come down. Grabbing your block, if you'd like to have it, bring it over to the other side of your mat. So now you'll be moving down towards the left side of your mat. Hands to hips. Stretching into the left foot. You know where we're going now. Right knee lifts. 5 counts for that wide-legged posture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5. And then press into both feet, get them nice and wide. Warrior 2 to the left. Right toes turn into the midline as your left leg rotates out a full 90. Arms float up, bend into your left knee. You guys like my dream catcher? This is a gift from Susie. I think she gave it to me for Christmas. Anyway, I'm kind of excited to add that into my new yoga studio, my home studio. Lunging deeply into left knee, finding that balance between your 2 feet. Lengthening into right foot and left foot. Engaging right glutes to really anchor through the back leg better and more. Lengthening the tailbone to earth. Can you pull your low belly into spine? And breathe, feeling balanced, as though you could stay in Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, all day long. And then stretching your left leg straight, moving into triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. So using a block if you like the block, otherwise hand to shin or to the floor. Right fingertips lengthening up, left fingertips lengthening down. And then we get that added stretch, only if this feels okay in your shoulder, of the right fingertips reaching overhead. And now tuning into your right arm, your left arm, your right leg, your left leg. Can they push away from you with equal intensity so you can feel them radiating out from the center of your body? You can look down, you can look up, wherever your neck feels comfortable. Keep lengthening, pushing. 3, 2, are you breathing? 1. Then we move into our Warrior 2. Block to the side. Hands to hips, stretch your left leg straight, turn your feet parallel. And now you'll step your right foot in just a bit. And again, exiting the way that we entered, bending into your left knee. Right leg out to the side. Maybe you will be a shooting star. I don't have much room for that. There we go. This is where walls are really nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it down. March it out. Pause and feel. Okay, next moving into dancer's pose. I will turn to the side. So let's stand on the right leg first. Your left leg will come back behind you. I am not mirroring you. And your left hand will grab the outer left foot. Right arm reaches up. So pause right here. If you do not easily reach your foot, you could hold on to your pant leg. You could also bring a strap into the equation. And also know that holding on to a wall could be very helpful here. So you begin kicking the left leg back, back, back. As the left leg is kicking back, you root into your right heel. And then it's like it's just a simple little lever where the heart starts tilting forward, forward, leg kicks back. Heart forward, leg kicks back. Heart forward, leg kicks back. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming out. Can you give your left knee a squeeze into the front of your body? And then down you come. March it out. Moving right onto the other side. Rooting into the left foot now. Right heel comes in towards right glutes. Reach around and grab the outer right foot. Left arm lifts up. So first you begin by kicking that right leg back, back, back. That's going to get you some really nice opening through your hip flexors. It makes this more of a back bending posture. Soft bend is allowed in the standing leg. Sometimes that takes a lot of the tension out of the knee. And then your heart tilts forward, leg kicks back. Heart tilts forward, leg kicks back. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Breathe. Smile. Balancing does go better if you have the Mona Lisa smile. 3, 2, 1. Out you come. Hug the knee to chest if available. And bring it down. March it out. All right, so now we're moving into some chair play. I am going to actually face you for this one. So hands come to heart. Bring your feet so they're about hips distance apart. Root into both feet evenly and lift up through the inner arches. This will be an inhale. On an exhale, you'll sit in your chair your bottom moving back, and your chest can melt forward a bit. If this is intense, you can always lift your toes. That can take it out of your knees. Then inhale up, exhale. So you can stay just like that. That's plenty of work. Otherwise, as you inhale, I'm mirroring you, you'll lift your right knee. Exhale, chair. Inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, chair. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come to your chair to hold. Option for goalpost arms. 5. Lengthen into your heels. Feel balance in both of your feet. 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Stretch your legs straight. All right, so now moving into Warrior 1 and Warrior 3. So you'll turn to face the top of your mat. Let's have the left foot forward first this time. Okay, hands come to your hips, left foot's forward, right leg steps way back. So about 3.5 feet. And then you bend into your left knee. Extend the arms up. So here in your Warrior 1, what do you need to do to feel more comfortable and more balanced? It might mean that you need to take your feet wider from side to side. Can you kick into your right heel more? Can you root into both feet evenly so that you feel both legs working the same amount? And as always, if this is too intense on the shoulders, you can bring your arms out to the side, goalpost arms. That is just such an incredible way to get opening through the shoulders and chest. Okay, so we're going to now turn Warrior 1 into Warrior 3. Let's do it twice. I'm going to first give the very simple variation, and then we'll do the Big Mama version. Okay, so the simple variation would be bringing hands to hips. Pivot your right heel off the floor. Your chest starts to move forward in space. Start to stretch your left leg closer to straight, and then you'll notice that right foot's going to want to start picking up off the floor. Right, so we can pick up. You can keep that big toe on the floor if you wish. Maybe the leg can lift. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's land back in our Warrior 1. Okay, and so now we're going to go for the bigger transition. Please repeat what we just did if that worked better for you. Please, I'm going to keep my arms straight. You can bring your hands to your heart, and that'll make it less intense. So again, we're going to be balancing on the left leg. Reach the body forward in space. Bring the spine parallel to the floor. And pouring weight into left leg, your right leg rises up. Turn your right toes towards the floor. Squeeze everything into the midline, belly to spine for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 1. Hands to hips. Step your right foot forward. Tadasana, top of the mat. That'll wake you up. I'm going to go to the other side of my mat for the other side. So now it's going to be right foot forward as you step the left leg back. Take your time to get it nice and balanced. And now you bend into your right knee, kick into the left heel. Find your place for your arms, either lengthening up or goalpost arms. Just getting rooted, enjoying the fact that both feet are on the floor right now. Feeling balance between right and left side. Both sides equally supportive. Okay, and then we first go for the gentle transition to Warrior 3. Your hands come to your hips. Pivot the left heel up. Pouring weight into this front leg. Your chest will move forward a bit. Maybe you'll start to stretch your right leg straight and stutter step, that back leg forward, forward, forward. Maybe it'll lift, maybe not. You can always just keep that big toe on the floor. This, my friend, is balance. It is glute strengthening. It is core strengthening. This would be a great practice to do. This particular video, if you could do it even just twice a week, you will see huge shifts in your balance. We come back to Warrior One. It's a great play with agility too. So back to Warrior One. Okay, and so now going into the bigger transition. Feel free to take the one that we explored before. So moving the chest forward in space, lengthening the fingertips forward, pouring weight into your right leg. Your left leg lifts. I'm crashing into the wall. Oh, I've got a wall. I'm so lucky. Turn your left toes to the floor. Hug the inner thighs towards each other for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior One. Hands to heart. Step your back leg forward. And then just come to stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. And feel. So you have done a lot of balancing, moving back and forth between the legs, standing on both legs. And then starting to wind things down. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Sweep the right hand to the right as the left hand grabs right wrist. Exhale over to the left. Inhale up. Exhale. So even as you lean to the left, can the right foot anchor into the earth? Again, a chance to balance. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back through center. We take that the other way. Left palm turns, right hand to left wrist. Inhale. Exhale over to the right. Lengthen into the left heel. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And coming back up through center. Hands towards each other, float them down. And then coming to sit in the middle of your mat. Again, looking for that place of feeling very balanced through the sits bones. If you now would like to transition to lying down on your back, please do so. I am going to lead you through a balanced breath practice just for a couple of minutes. So begin, please, by hearing the breath move in and out of your body. And then even taking your hands to your belly. Breathe deeply so that you feel the belly rising and falling beneath your hands. And I'm going to start counting for the in-breath and the out-breath. You can let the hands slide away at this time if you wish. We're going to do a 5-count inhale, 5-count exhale. I'll lead you through 3 rounds. And then you stick with it, finding the count that is perfect for you. Exhale all breath through the nose. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you're lying down, over the next few breaths, join me in a seated position. And coming to sit in a way that feels balanced, balanced through the right and left side of your glutes. Balanced in the way the spine lengthens up on the left and right side, up to the sky. Balanced in the way the shoulders drop away from the ears and down to earth. Balanced in the way that your mind is holding space right now. And then returning to the question that we asked at the beginning of our time together. How connected do I feel to my center? Notice what may have shifted. And if you felt a profound change, remember the magic of adding just little seconds of balance throughout your day. It really doesn't take much. As soon as you start balancing in the body, the mind and the emotions and the spirit will start to follow. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you so much for sharing your balancing practice with me today. Namaste.